Hey, hi. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. Folks, you know it's always tremendous to be back out here with all of you, taking a look at another action roguelite, and this one's a lot of fun. You know, we demoed this game previously, and I am getting back into it again. We actually played a little bit, a buddy and I, last Friday night, had a great time. This is a game called 33 Immortals, and it is an online action roguelite where we're going to hopefully come together with 32 other players, because we're going to jump into the Inferno world here. And hopefully we're all going to group up as a combined pack of damned souls, and we're going to push back on God's judgment. That's the plan, at least. Okay? I want to thank the team at Xbox for granting me a free code for PC Game Pass, which I am playing this on right now. There are a ton of games that I've been playing on there lately, including Starfield, and I know I'm way late to the game, but I'm having a great time with it. It's very, very complex, but I'm having a good time with it. Speaking of Bethesda releases, we had that Shadow drop this week as well. What a time. What a time to be a gamer. So let's talk about what's happening here. If you look at the top right, you'll see the players that we're in here with. That should continue to climb and be closer to 33, we hope. We hope. We'd like a full party if possible. And basically what's going to happen is we are going to fight through chambers, all in hopes of growing stronger through relics and passives. If you look at the lower right, you'll see one of the resources that we are continuing to grow called Dust, and we can use that to trade in for various upgrades as well. This guy keeps going underground. Once it's full, we can do that. I should be clear. There are a few different weapons that you can choose from. Lately, I've been favoring the bow and arrow variety. Speaking of God's judgment, I know he can be kind of a jerk in real time. All right, new torture chamber open. So, what I want to do is finish this first so that we can get our little prize over here that we've been working towards. All right, perfect. Now let's open this guy up. We all get our own treasure instance, which is nice. Wow, lots of bones. Okay, so that's going to be great. Now, what we're going to want to do is head towards that chamber, if possible. Sometimes they fill up rather quickly, and it looks like that one might, but we're going to try. We're going to try for it. In fact, we're going to go towards this globe as well so that we can turn in our dust. Let's do that. All right, we'll get a little bit more attack capability. There's still only 4 in that chamber, and you can have up to 6. So there is still a chance. All right, we're going to buy this, and then we're going to try to warp in there. I think we made it. We made it. Okay. All right, so now we're going to fight through this torture chamber, and if we're successful as a team, we are going to earn the right to being able to open up the treasure chests that were right towards the entrance there. Now, the other thing that's cool about this game is that we all have specials that can be utilized, but in order to trigger them, we need to first fill up that bar in the lower left there. And then we have to work together as a team to step on the trigger points that are tossed down on the ground. Again, this is going to make more sense once you see it happen in real time. But just know that that's the plan. It's coming. The game reminds me very much of Raven's Watch. If you're a fan of that, you probably want to check this out. All right, perfect. Got the completion. We do have a silver key as well, so we're going to be able to open both chests. Usually one has a lock on it and the other does not. Your co-strikes have 25% chance to generate co-op power orbs. Awesome. I believe those help charge up the special even faster. You deal plus 50% damage to elite monsters. That sounds great. All right, and then we can come out here, and we could buy health, but usually I like to wait until I'm in a group, because the health will extend to anybody standing in the area. It's got kind of a AoE healing effect to it. There is another torture chamber open, so I think I'm going to gravitate towards that because we might be able to net out another passive. Might as well, right? All right, let's see if we can... You know, I was going to be nice and buy one. But this person just kind of jumped in there, so... It is what it is. Maybe we'll do it after the chamber if we're successful here. I want to apologize for the lack of content yesterday. Work has just been incredibly busy. I don't know what the deal is lately, but not a whole lot of time during the day to jump in there and create. So appreciate your understanding. All right, where is everybody? They're down here. As you know what, my special is available. I just want to make sure I'm surrounded by buddies if we get to the point where we want to pop that off. At the same time, I'm thinking that maybe we want to wait till the bigger guys show up, and they have. So I'm going to pop this out here. At least we're going to try for it. I thought I had the special. I don't know what's happening there. Seems like it didn't want to get put on the ground for whatever reason. I'm going to try it again in a moment. Oh, boy. Okay. All right, so now I'm in ghost mode. And we're going to see if somebody is kind enough and available to resurrect. Come on, one time we can do it. All right, perfect. So we're back. The only challenge is we are missing part of our max HP. That's going to make things a little bit more challenging, isn't it? All right, perfect. So we're going to go over here. We do not have the key this time. You gain plus 4% chance to inflict a critical hit per co-strike level. All right, cool. Co-strikes simply are referring to the grouped up hits that you're doing. If you look up at the top right there, you'll see the co-strike chance because we're teamed up in this group right now. But 2 torture chambers completed. I don't hate it. Let's actually put into health this time. That'll help mitigate our max HP issue. I think. Doesn't look like that bar moved too much, does it? All right, there are still 26 of us and 1 ghost hanging around. The completion of the torture chambers is actually what helps move things along from a stage completion standpoint. Looks like there's still one being worked on. When I looked at the map down south there. All right. I like that there's ongoing incentive to fight the mobs out here because of the dust that they drop. Dante, of course, is part of the meta progression that you can have. And we'll show that off at the end of this run. I'm going to do some charged up attacks here. Perfect. Okay, what do we got here? So this is one of those moments where we really can't afford to take damage. Be careful, goat. All right, perfect. New chamber opened, huh? All right, well, it's right over here, so let's rush over to it. We gotta be good helpers in the torture chamber. Okay. Should be right up here. Now, normally, I would be buying some health as people walked in, but I'm kind of in a bad spot from a max HP standpoint. That being a little bit crunched down, and by a little bit, I mean, well, about 75 to 80% of it is not possible anymore. These sword guys are really tough to dodge, if I'm being honest. Challenging telegraphing, let's say. Oof. See what I mean? And you're saying, no, goat, it's only you. Oh boy. All right, let's pop that off. Pop that off. All right, perfect. So it's a lot of fun. You know, you can't just hit the special button. It takes a couple people with you to make that happen. Oh boy. So once you die twice, it's for real. But here's the thing I didn't tell you at the top. That was all just a warm-up run. Okay? It's all good. We're coming right back in. Because we must. Somebody's got to, right? Well, let's see if we completed any of these. Perfect. So that's going to give us a little bit of progression currency right there. This is more of a place to outfit yourself. The good stuff is really over here. So we can't do anything at the moment until I level up again, or I get enough resources to level these up. But you'll see I get more dust now, and I get a little bit more empathy, which is another resource that's helpful. All right. Let's double check this real quick with Beatrice. I don't think I have anything to turn in yet. All right. Let's do another run. I'm going to keep the bow on. You know, sometimes we just need a warm-up run, right? Let's take a sip of coffee here. Cheers to all of you. If you're having a good time out there, do me a favor, hit that like button. It'll help more people see this video and learn about the game. We've got more of the sword variety happening here. I will say that the opportunity to grow your character through the meta progression system is quite addictive. Definitely kept me coming back. This time I'm going to try very hard not to lose so much health in the early game. I think that was one of the things that could have gone better for us last time. All right, perfect. When I can, I try to stick with other players, and I like how easy it is to see where everybody is, you know, on the map by looking at the edges of the screen. Oh, interesting. So let's try and do this. We need one more player to get in here with us. There we go. Okay, your damage is greatly increased for a little bit. Perfect. And we are at max dust, so we want to hit one of these globes real quick. There we go. I'm going to put it in attack. And we've got a chest over here, too. Oof. All right. I like opening up the new perks. Ooh, we got a key. So those are really great, too. If you find yourself in a torture chamber, which, by the way, let's hit this if we can. Looks like we'll be able to make it in there. All right, perfect. Can we come in this way? We can. All right. Looks like things are already very much in motion in here. Well, let's go find our buddies. Let's stick with them for some co-strikes. My guess is this is probably the last guy in here. Perfect. All right, let's go grab some treasure. I'm sorry, reliquaries. I'm gonna steal another sip here too. Let's see what we got. Your dash cooldown is reduced by 0.4 seconds. Wonderful. Very important in dodging. I like how everybody's got pets, too. You and nearby players deal plus 4% damage. Good. Good. Chances are there are plenty of others walking around with that. So just, again, another great reason to stay huddled up in a group. Okay. Now, do we have another opportunity? We do. And I might teleport over to there so that we can get in there. Let's do it. All right, let's dive on in. So just as in last time, because we are light on keys at this point, we will still be able to access the one reliquary. I think back when I demoed the game, it was very occasional that some of the chunkier enemies that would show up in these dungeons would occasionally drop keys, but it was very occasional. Ooh, that was really great. That extended crit chance along the way. Oh, that's the key one. Okay, perfect. You deal plus 200% damage to stunned monsters. Great. Oh, see how we netted out some health there? Perfect. Okay, so let's head to this globe. Because we've got a bunch of dust that we can turn in. Per usual, I'm going to go attack. Alright. Wondering where everybody is. They're down there. And I don't believe I have any teleport points. No, I don't. Okay. But this could quite possibly have a key in it, which I think would be worth checking out. But you can see the groups of enemies start to get really challenging when you're on your own. And I don't want to get banged up, you know? Alright, let's see if we can get this. Nope. I'm just gonna duck in there real quick, you know? Oh, here we go. Maybe a little bit of help. Perfect. Okay. Alright, I need a key. I need a key. Oh, perfect. Juice was very much worth the squeeze. Alright, let's grab these. You can now find a new relic in the Beyond. Wonderful. Oh, we're doing okay so far, but we need to get to another torture chamber, which right over there. Let's not put that down. Let's go to this new one that just opened up right here. Let's go over this little bridge. Wonderful. All right. All right, come on, folks. Get on in here. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you can't get those. Oh, there's still 28 of us. I feel pretty good about that. Oh, it's our favorite, the sword guys. In fact, how many folks are in here with us? Because I wouldn't mind kicking off the special, but I only see 2 of us right now. Oh boy. Oh, people better join us. Put out the SOS smoke signal right away. All right. What did we... Did we choose the wrong one? Is that what happened? I still only see the 2 of us. You know, we're holding our own, but I am taking hits here and there. You're saying, yeah, we know. We're watching, we know. This is not great. Not like this, Goat. Not like this. Goat, are you doing a reverse tutorial today? On 33 Immortals? You know, that wasn't the plan. That was not the original plan, but here we are. Oh, boy. Okay, we're going ghost mode, and I don't know if this player is going to be able to pull this off. Come on, Mastodon, do it. All right. Okay, I hope that ends up being worth it. I'm going to play it a little bit safer from the back lot. Hope that maybe some other players show up still, right? Alrighty. Oh, no. Oh. Well, folks, looks like it's going to be utter failure against God's judgment today. But we had fun. We had a good time. Let's see if we completed any of the other daily quests and whether we can do anything from an upgrade standpoint. Let's see. Okay. Not much there. Just double check over here. Okay, so we did find this. You deal plus 100% critical hit damage while your co-strike counter level is above 30, which we did reach at one point, if you recall. Right, so we're not there yet from a purple crystal standpoint. That seems to be the sticking point. All right, Beatrice, you got anything for us? No, not quite yet. Getting closer on this one. Oh, maybe, no, we've already turned this in. Okay. All right. Folks, this is 33 Immortals, and I want to thank the Xbox team again for allowing me to have a code for PC Game Pass to show this off to you. Let me know if you want to see more of this in the comments. I am very happy to play more. I think it's fun. I would like to show off a successful run. We've had several, thanks to everybody else playing, of course, right? If you know, you know. All right, folks. Let's do this again sometime soon. We'll get together and play a roguelike or a roguelite because, well, that's what we do every time because they're the best. And you're the best. Thanks so much for the support. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time out there. Goodbye.